Bam. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in an amazing NFC Championship game. You saw that. Why didn't he kick the field goal? What is wrong with you? Everyone in there. I mean, I looked at it, I was like, the 30-yard line. My wife said, no. I said, what do you mean? You cook the field goal there every single time. Bitcoin pumping 42,320. We're going to talk about it. We're going to break it down like we do every single day. God bless each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let me make sure this is perfectly in focus here also for tomorrow morning. Might as well get it set. But it looks like I'm a little blurry there. I could be wrong, but I think I'm a little off. That looks right to me. Yeah, there we go. See how you can yeah. All right. Let's get that music back up and running. Bobby in the studio. Come on, man. Let's get it going. I like that vibe tonight. Shout out to everybody here on the live. People are buying cryptocurrency like it's going out of style. 5 a.m. Sam, do some rap to keep me awake, baby. Shout out to Stas in the house. Shout out to everybody here. Looking sharp. Ravens, dude. A Bitcoin pump will definitely help. Dude, when I was a Patriots fan, I would be depressed for weeks, couple weeks, when they didn't win the AFC champion, which was almost every, we were in the AFC championship game for like 12 seasons straight or something crazy. Life Revision, 350% on Injective and Soul. TA, Mac, D, and MA, baby. Doing them. I said, chapeau. Why they did not kick that field goal, man. What a foolish move. Anyway, can the 4-hour get back above the 200 SMA? That's what we want. Remember, I put my green box there. I was way off. We did not get to the green box, but that's fun. But again, we hit it this morning. We did not hit today. I'm 50-50. We'll be back next weekend for the illustrious fun green box, right? What I do see here is a shoulder, a head, and a bit of a right shoulder behavior that could pump us further to the upside. I like what I'm seeing there for BTC. And ONDO, I sold ONDO right there. Just was like, you know what? I'm taking my profit, stop being greedy on a lot of these new coins. But, I also may have had a big, it's like you're in between on the new things because they come out so new. I don't have time to really make a plan. I just shoot off at a new coin. Next thing you know, I'm up and I'm like, do I want to hold long term? Do I want to take the profits? I say I take the profits 80% of the time, right? So one of them I'll let go, but I just keep taking the, you know what? It never went broke taking profits, baby. Man. You said Ravens, and I check RVN. My man, I like it. I like it. You're like, I'm straight up full crypto. No, I don't even want to hear about that NFL garbage. I got you, bro. I got you. So, look, the last time we talked about this move to the upside, we nailed it. That was Saturday night, and we came in this morning for gains. Can you believe how much we trade? Like, we gave the call Saturday night. Like, we trade a lot on the weekend. Like, a lot goes on the weekends. Then we get back into Monday, and we're like, let's start the trading week. And we're like, dude, we've been in the trading week. For me, my life is like everyone has this Monday through, and yes, I have the weekends because my kids are home, my family's around. That's what I like about the weekends, but it's really like a whirlwind, and for you too, right? Like, isn't that the same for you? Like, this 24/7 cryptocurrency world, it just never ends. It's just so intense. It's crazy. It's a crazy life we all live. It's an interesting profession we chose to become traders or to be in the world of trading or even just to be trading on the side, like however you do it. The fact that you brought trading into your life, unbelievable, right? So look, this is a beautiful bull pennant that we could see just make a nice bullish consolidation here. I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. I like the bounce. 15-minute is getting a little overbought, but we're above the 200 SMA. We're staying above this previous resistance right here. Look at this. Support, resistance, bounce, 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 bounce. And now we're even above this level. If we can stay above this one here on the local, that's going to be beautiful. So you're looking for Bitcoin to stay above the 41,800 level, that illustrious 41,800. All right. Shout out to anyone that came into class this weekend. I teach class the last Saturday of every month, and this class was amazing. God bless you all. Appreciate you for jumping on in and being a part of the live stream. It was amazing. I love you. I appreciate you all. And you know what? May God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for supporting me and my dreams. I can't believe that many people sign up for class. That many people want the knowledge. I'm happy to provide it. May God bless everybody for being here. And I'll tell you what, man, when you show up every single day and you work 7 days a week for three years straight, you will be rewarded no matter what you do in life, no matter what it is. Wow, 42,400, Bitcoin getting the pump back to the upside. A nice little bullish div here from today on this, look, I don't want to move that. But look, a nice little bullish div. Let's take a look. Yeah, this was a sharp swing down. You start to flatten out. Right here, you kind of, you see it on the 7. The 7 had a decent bullish divergence right here. And I tell you what, I found a divergence on the 7-minute once that carried us over. It was like the beginning of one of the biggest reversals. So the 7-minute can do a substantial reversal. But look, that's, to me, the bullish div is there. And then, you could say it's like a double divergence, like a 1, 2, and then you have 1, 2. But that's a good bullish div. And look, then you get, like we always say, and there's your shoulder, your head, your right shoulder, bang. Even here looked like an inverted head and shoulder. Boom, and look here. The 7-minute made this beautiful flag ascending triangle. And that's starting to get the pump to the upside with moves. So remember, volatility on Sunday night every single time. Always remember that. Always remember that. I did take the afternoon off. I watched football for 8 hours. I didn't sit here and stare at the screen. I like football. I watched my playoff football. I'll be honest with everybody, all right? I did, all right? It's good to get away from the screens. It's good to step away, take some time, right? And even me, the head of a trading group, like, the trading group would be worried if I never, ever, ever, ever rested my brain. Like, it wouldn't be healthy, I push myself to the limits. But then sometimes you really have to step off and just take some time away, right? And even for me, that time away is like, 6 hours? And even then, I probably looked at the chart here and there, and I was live streaming this morning, so it wasn't much of a break. But Lifer Vision never misses. Get the education you deserve. Shout out to Lifer Adam. We love you. We appreciate you. And so look, again, if you got above the 200 SMA on the 7 and you opened up a long for a scalp, you would have made money too, again. But let's see what happens. We just want to see the 15 and the 7 stay above the 200 SMA. We got back above them. That's a beautiful sign. We want to watch this consolidation. This looks highly likely for a move further to the upside. I wouldn't be surprised if we open up tomorrow on Monday and things just start to kind of back to business as usual. We're not going to have the selling the FTX had, and we're going to have the major FOMO. See, I've always been someone who's been a little forward thinking, a little ahead of the curve, right? Like, I knew about Bitcoin. I knew about Ethereum at $9. I knew about Litecoin at $5. I knew about a lot of different things. Canopy Growth Corp at $1.78 when it was on the Toronto Stock Exchange before it even hit the New York, the American markets. So I've been speculating and picking up on things before they became big for a long time. And one thing that I see happening here, right, is the FOMO for Bitcoin is going to kick in way harder than people realize. And if you want to be 2 to 3 weeks ahead of that FOMO. You don't want to be in that FOMO when it happens and full of that energy and full of that emotion. You want to be ready to, you want to be planning that FOMO. So I'm buying Bitcoin, everybody, at these prices. You do whatever you want. I'm also buying altcoins. I have a huge bag of alts, but I also buy BTC. And I stash these bags, baby. I stash these bags, Look, Bitcoin, if we look here at BOOKMAP, link in the description below to BOOKMAP. They do sponsor the channel. If you want to jump on in, I do get a commission if you jump into BOOKMAP. And you got to see what it does is it's an order book, heat map, and it tells us where the most orders are. We have this dark red. Whenever this, it's kind of like a shark. A shark would eat if there was a lot of blood in the water, right? So these guys are sharks. These are market makers. They're going to go eat that blood. So they're going to go all the way. Sorry there. I want to make sure I'm loud enough there in your ear. But they're going to go all the way into the red zones. You're going to see them want to creep in here. And you can see the reddest, darkest zone that's the closest is 43,200. We're sitting at 42.3. The inverse of that looks like flip that 2 to a 3. It looks like we could get up to 43.2. That's what this level says, 43.220 for Bitcoin. Not saying it's guaranteed, but, And then what I do is I always look at my levels. This level here is 43.200. That's our next resistance. And so that's where there's a whale willing to sell Bitcoin. But look at this. See the gap of the VRVP when I bring in the 15? See this gap right here? Tells me once we get above this POC at 42,750, we're easily going to gap up to 46,900. I talked about this when we were at 16,000. Showed how we could easily get to 19K and everyone kind of brushed it off. I'm telling you right now, that's a beautiful gap of the VRVP. You gap through here, just like here. Why do you think you went so fast here? You had a gap in the VRVP. Why did you bounce here? Because you had a high volume node sticking out right there. It's not rocket science. It's all right there for you. You can defy the logic of this ease of use of this indicator all you want. I used to see it and think it couldn't be that easy, so I didn't use it. Like, I'd see someone explain that and be like, nah, it can't be like that. Like, it has to be far more difficult. My problem with trading was I thought it was more difficult, so I made it harder than it needed to be. Once I realized it wasn't as hard as I needed to be and I just needed to go with the flow, I was like, wow, it's not that hard. So Playoff football and Bitcoin pumping. What a day. Shout out to everybody here on the live. So I like what I'm seeing here for BTC. And I wouldn't be surprised if we are a little overbought. If we get a little bit of a pullback, whether we go up and down like this and channel, whether we channel, but whatever we do, I see sideways price action into tonight. And then it looks like we wake up tomorrow morning with the 1 hour, possibly actually the 1 hour still has momentum. This thing says we could still moon. It's kind of, look, it's a kind of a cup with a handle here. Measured move would be that. You would move out. 1, 2, boom, right? Sammy Kelpenhatty to the upside. Wow, that still has momentum. 4 hour did a beautiful job dumping without losing any momentum. Like the 4 hour looked like it was going to do damage, right? But it came down, and then we just did this beautiful turn back to the upside. Once this 4 hour closes a candle above the 200 SMA, I'm opening up a giant long, and that's probably going to serve me very well. As I showed my, in a class, you only get these 4 hour moves above the 200 ever so often. And so you just keep a liquidation pretty far away from that and go for gold, baby. And there's one right there that was one of the best trades of the year. All you had to know was how to play the 200 SMA on the 4 hour right there, and you were in the money for a long time. This could be yet another leg up to the upside, and the 4 hour would give us that move. There's no guarantees, but this is how it begins. And we're seeing some real bullishness here for Bitcoin as the 4 hour and the 1 hour are both pushing to the upside as we speak. Shorts are getting squeezed internally here. Let's take a look at this short squeeze here. And it seems like the shorts get squeezed every time I'm around, right? Look, there's a short squeeze right there. Yep, they're squeezing the shorts hard right now. Wow, looks like we may even go to 42.5. Wow. We're going to take a look at that weekly candle close. We're going to see what's happening. But wow, this is unbelievable. Shout out to the 725 people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 232 likes. May get the likes up to the watchers, especially on a slower night where you have less people watching. You'd think people would do their part and just be like, oh yeah, let me hit the like button for the guy. He has less people watching tonight. You think the common sense thing would yeah. But, again, right? You can't ask people to pick flowers, man. That's all I always say. Thank you for the class yesterday. Really refined my skills. On top of that, I joined the friends today, and I'm just tearing up Bitcoin on the 15-second like a champ. Thank you, lifer and master friend, Jamal Antonio. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much for being here and getting the knowledge. I saw you, man. I saw you in class doing them. If you educate yourself, you're with the people that want to do it and the people that know what's going on, you're going to learn so much. It's going to blow your mind. So just remember that. Just stay educated. Continue to learn. Always be open-minded and always believe in yourself. And you're going to be just on a great path to greatness. And stay in a state of gratitude. Always in a state of gratitude. Constantly. Like tonight, I go to bed in a state of gratitude. That's it. There's no other reason. I get to live my life. I have my own YouTube channel, right? We got into cryptocurrency. We're getting into the halving coming up. We got so much coming our way. The Bitcoin halving is set now for April 8th. It's getting earlier each time. It might even go into March. So it could get earlier than we realize. And the faster it comes, the more FOMO. So that's what today is about. The fact that the halving may come quicker than we realize. Earlier today was the 9th. Today it's the 8th. Tomorrow it might be the 7th. It might go 2 days in 1 day. And the more action we have on the network, the more blocks we have, the more block rewards, the faster we will get this halving. And so the frenzy of the buying pressure will actually create a faster halving in a way. It's an interesting concept. And this makes me tell you that it's going to be more scarce than you realize. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking to financial advice. But I firmly believe this data and the indication of the halving date getting pushed closer and closer each time is going to create even more FOMO into the mix. ETF news, a lot of stuff happening. First thing I do is hit the like for you, brother. I know you earned it in seconds. First month and a half of the 99, been learning from a fire hose. There's so much I haven't tried or learned. Brawny music, we love it. And you could be in there for years, man, and still learn something new every single day. 3 prayers a day. Jamal Antonio, we love you. What do you think of MYRO and its sister coin, Rocky? I know nothing about Rocky. I can't believe how much you taught me disciplined trades from the 99. My cost UST now up 100% and keeps going on the live. God bless you, brother. Amen. So 70 days, 3 hours, 55 minutes, and 58 seconds till the halving. And this could change. we're talking 2 months, everybody, and 10 days. And, it was just October. My mom just died. Sad to say, but my mom passed away on November 23rd, right? So that's the day she kind of went out, and then it took her 3 days for her body to give out on her. What a beautiful person my mom was. What a beautiful soul. She was the nicest person you would ever have met. Lately, I've had a hard time talking about her. I've just been like, I got back to business, and sad when someone dies, when someone's alive, you call them. They become part of your life. They're there. You're gonna see them. They're gonna call you. You're gonna have a message. No matter what, they're gonna come back in. But when they're gone, right? You don't remember, you remember them, but you have to remember them. They don't come out at you. And I'll never forget my mother. I keep her right here on my channel. This is her and my dad. That's why I keep this little. My dad and my mom passed away this year. I think it's the music that's getting to me, but Finn and Daisy, man. And it's just like, wow, last couple weeks, I've been so into my job, so into what I've been doing, so into the day in, day out, right? The constant streaming, the constant, battling the algorithm, group meetings, recording things, getting things done. And I take it day by day so it doesn't get overwhelming. I take it day by day. The ETF took a lot out of us, the up and downs. It's been a lot, man. Shout out to everybody that's still here. I'm just thinking back on this Sunday night, how much we've been through in the last 2 months, and it's been a lot. We've also been through a lot of ups. It's been great. Casper pumped for us all the way up to 15. We got in at a penny. There was 15Xs, 20Xs, 10Xs, 6Xs, 7Xs. There was a lot going on. Shout out to Master Fred in the house. God bless you for all the things you do for everybody in the stream and outside in the trading group. May you continue to inspire people every day. God bless you, brother. I'm happy you're looking out over the water. I'd love to be there with you doing that. Hold on and cherish your mother and everyone in your life. One of the greatest, one of God's strongest soldiers, man. Shout out to Legos the Lifer. We're here for you, Sam. But 76 days to the halving just puts things into perspective. Oh, it just changed to the 14th out of nowhere. So weird. Anyway, I just want to put into perspective that this halving is creeping up on us. Bitcoin's getting more scarce than we realize. And the more we don't look at the bigger picture, the more we're going to miss out, everybody. So I wouldn't be surprised. I would front run the fact that the 4 hour is going to rip above this 200 SMA and just absolutely go gonzo. Seems like something's brewing here on this 4 hour. That measured move takes us to about 46,000 for Bitcoin. So, again, expect volatility. False move Monday coming up, and there's going to be a lot of up and down pain. But this 4 hour looks like it's changing its tune pretty fast. The daily still has momentum. 22 is not amazing. 8 hour, yeah, a lot of these other time frames don't look great. But remember what I said earlier today. If we can get above the 8 hour 200 SMA, no reason to open up a long. And that's my system. So this says open up a long. This 8 hour candle closes in 4 hours and 28 minutes. If that candle closes clean above the 200 SMA, it says to open a long with a stop loss below here. So my system that plays out every time. Again, it's not what I'm saying. I'm just showing you what the system says. This is just science. This data set says that this will likely make a big move. Look at the last time you opened up a long when the 8 hour got above right there. Would have got a little tiny move. Wouldn't have been stopped out. Then this would have come up. You might have, you would have been in the money. Now, whether you brought to break even or not, depending. Then if it did a little bit of dip, but then once you got back above, you did it again. So if you just relentlessly do it like a blind mouse, just boom, 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 that would have been, this trade would have been unreal. Like unreal. It was the same one as that 4 hour one. You could do it on the 4 hour or the 8 hour. That one too would have been pretty nice. This one would have been golden because the candle closed right there before the bigger one. And this would have just covered you. This one would have been golden too. So 1, 2, 3, 4 with kind of a wimpy one, 5. And you could say, fine, that was a mess up. But I mean, it's still. So the odds are in our favor that if we open up a long here and put a stop right now, just even right now, we're going to likely be in the money for BTC. All right. So just something to think about. I think I got some dry powder over here. Let me see here. So I could do a liquidation somewhere below like 41,387, or I could put a stop somewhere there depending. So like this, like I'd flip this to the 8 hour, right? I don't like trades on Sunday night, but the thing is, this logically should hold. So like, I don't want anything to get in the way of it. I'd like to see the candle close though at the same time, right? Well, we got above this key resistance too. This is nice. I like what happened today. It was kind of weird, and then we got this out of nowhere. We got some buy pressure, just, you know, or algorithmic movement. Whatever you want to call it, we got a beautiful move, right? Yeah, those, for some reason they weren't coming out. I'm like, dude, I've been hitting them. Maybe I had it on the off. Like, yeah. So this is the old one indicator trick, right? We'll go at least to the resist. You know, you're hoping this is going to be the big kahuna, but at least to resistance. I would go to 48,983. But we'd probably go higher once we go there. We could move this up once we get above key levels. If we get above 43.6, this trade is even sweeter, right? That's the safe part. That's when I would add more or be even, you know, be less, you know, right now it wouldn't be as risky. If I use everything, my liquidation is 40,007. My stop's a little deep too. My stop doesn't have to be that deep. I'll let that sit. See, I'm using a BTC, so I still have my perpetual open here with my other account. So I can scalp tomorrow all day long. And I can use my 5 racks to scalp on the smaller time frames, right? Let's see if there's something juicy right now on the 5 or the 1, even though it's late at night, which I'm usually not into 10 o'clock at night. But this is when I'm usually ending the stream, right? So it's interesting. Cool to see a different perspective. I may have to wait for that to come down to my 21. But that's a possible scalper, Reno, later on tonight. Possible. I'm not saying this has happened. I just project. Like, I start the mold. I go from there. Whether the mold holds or not, we go from there. Okay. Sammy Couplet handy on the 1 minute. Then we back test larger time frames. Let's go, baby. Yep. I think you said you don't have a course, but does Master Friend, how can we learn your system, sir? I do teach class. You just got to keep watching me every day, man, and becoming a part of the group. Like, you got to live it. You just got to live it with me. That's how you learn the system. Because everyone thinks that there's no real, like, I'm trying to change the whole way you think about how to learn something, too. Like, you got to encompass your whole brain inside. I almost can't even explain it in the right language, but I just believe if you hang out with me, it'll be something different, something you've never experienced in your life. My energy is different. And I'm just, you know, and we all have different energy. Your energy is different. But just give me a month or two to expand your mind, hang out on the trading group. Like, watch what I'm doing every night. Watch what I put out at night. Watch how I execute it in the morning. Just watch what goes on in my brain. Watch how my brain operates. Take advantage of my hyperactive insanity. All right? My brain's going to be scanning the charts, going over different things, posting things, always looking, always thinking, always zooming. Always looking for opportunity, finding the newest coins that come out, jumping in, jumping out. All right? There's no real hack to learn TA. It's patience game. Amen. I like that, Jetta. Shout out to all the people that make this show possible. God bless each and every one of you. If you want to jump into the trading group, hit the link right here in the pinned comment. Join CryptoLifer.com. Join today. Join today. Join today. Also, you will get prompted to join our newsletter. I would love if you did that. Put your email address in. Hit this. You get 2 newsletters each week. They're not crazy. They're not full of ad space. None of that. They're really my deep thoughts, ideas, and TA that I'm picking out, macro analysis, things that will really change the way you look at the markets. I really think they'll also give you an edge. So for the 30 seconds, 10 seconds, however long to put in your email address, I will give you so much more value back in that time that you gave me that value. And if anything ever happens, we can live stream together through my email address list, even from Restream if I need to for any server. So have no fear. I will always be here no matter what happens to any platform. So jump on in, become part of the inner circle, become a crypto lifer in that VIP, so to speak. Jump on into that inner circle newsletter. And it's easy. Just go to cryptolifer.com. Scroll down a couple times, and it will prompt up like within a couple seconds of scrolling down. But jump on in today. You will absolutely love it. Pick your plan. You will save if you join for the year. Instead of $1,200, it'll be $999. So save that $200 immediately and jump on it today. Learn to trade, unlock the financial freedom that you deserve, gain the education that you deserve. You deserve to get an education that's awesome. You deserve not to get ripped off and pay thousands and thousands of dollars. And we can provide that education for you in a way that you've never thought possible. So jump on in today, see what we provide compared to the competitors, compared to what's out there. And I'm telling you right now, a lot of people have been in all different types of groups, and they stay with the lifers, baby. They stay with the lifers. So we're gonna find the new coins. We're gonna get it in. We're gonna be able to tell you what likely is gonna happen to BTC, and we're gonna trade it. So, and I have no idea where Bitcoin's going. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. So you won't be with someone that's telling you, oh, it's going to go here and there. No, we just trade exactly what the market gives us on a daily basis. That's it. There's nothing else we can do. A little bit here, a little bit there, and we go from there, one step at a time. We'll be back tomorrow morning to check in again. That's what I do. It's the relentless pursuit of perfection that you'll never reach, but at least you can pursue it, right? And that's the goal of the human existence, in my humble opinion. I see we come up, probably come back down. We'll get a little overbought. If we break above this, look for a flag on the 1 minute or the 7. We're likely going to continue to the upside. Like this beautiful 1 minute flag pumped earlier today. Look at that thing. Golden. Bang. During the game there, towards the end of the game. And Bitcoin got busy. Maybe one of the whales won a nice trade, so he threw some more Bitcoin down. Hey, you never know, man, how it happens, right? 49ers for the win, though. Shout out to all the Niners. Who doesn't love the Niners, America's team, man? If you were a kid like me growing up in the 80s, there's no way you didn't root for Joe Montana. I did. I almost shed a tear today, and I guess people call me soft or whatever, but watching football with my dad was something I started doing since I was probably 5. I don't remember, I probably did it when I was 5 years old. I probably sat in the living room watching it, but I don't remember. But I can remember being in the house I'm in right now, watching football with my dad, and we watched everybody, And one of our favorite players, I remember watching Bo Jackson. We loved Barry Sanders, man. Me and my dad. My dad loved Barry Sanders. He loved hard runners, people that got it done, no whining. You know what I mean? My dad worked a physical job as an iron worker, so, he respected football. My dad played football. I played football. Football was in our blood. We love football, man. We throw football at the beach together. So, and I know, I can see both sides of this. I can see the idea of, I thought there was like a bug in my nose, man. But I can see the idea of people say, you can't hit your head. There are some issues to the game. I get it. I can see both sides of the coin, but I've just been watching football since I was, 3 years old? So, and I got a love for the 49ers. I really do. Even being a Patriots fan, just, 49ers, man. And as a kid, I idolized Joe Montana. And actually, I went to the Vineyard as a kid, and he actually owns a boat there. And I got to see him, wave on the dock a couple times. And I was like, that's Joe Montana. And still a chance I could jump into him every once in a while on the summers. So it's kind of cool. Joe Montana's around the East Coast here in the summertime. You never know. Might catch him on Martha's Vineyard. He actually owns a boat called the Mad Max. The Mad Max catamaran. And he takes people out. Like, it's his company. Catamaran, yeah. True story, man. It's a big red ship, the Mad Max, is this it here? Yeah. It's a big red boat, and it sits there in Edgartown. But it's owned by Joe Montana on the low. I don't think people know that, but it is. Yeah. Every once in a while, you might see him out there on the Mad Max doing his thing. Joey, baby, Joey. Hold on one second. I gotta blow my nose. Please excuse me there. That was just like, I don't know what it was. I was just, playing with my kids, and we were like, who knows what it was. So I lost some people there, but, we up to 842, man. We were pumping and running. So anyway, I see Bitcoin doing something interesting here. As long as it stays above this key level here of support, 41500, and bringing up even a little higher there at that 42,238. I like what I'm seeing for BTC. In the wintertime here, we get stuffed out here in Boston. We stay inside a lot. And we breathe in a lot of fumes from the radiators and stuff. Today, also, my hot water heater stopped working. And I came to YouTube to find out what was happening. Easiest way to light a gas water heater. And I had to kind of go to reset my pilot and see what was happening. My daughter took a shower. She's like, it's not hot. The water's not hot. Right? It's freezing cold today, 33 degrees. Light rain and snow. It's snowing right now. I was like, man, that's not good. But I figured it out with YouTube. That's why I'm on YouTube. That's why I absolutely love YouTube. You can learn so much on YouTube. It's insane. So this is what we're seeing for BTC, right? That's what I'm watching on Bitcoin. Same idea here. Oh my gosh. If I cannot die. Excuse me, I shouldn't say that. But I feel like I'm just getting absolutely nailed. Anyway, I'm going to delete this for a second here. Just put it away, put it aside, put it in a group. And we are going to look at Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. That was pretty weak. I didn't think I was going to do it at all. So we're lucky we got through that much. Anyway, let's take a look here at Bitcoin and the weekly candle close show. We every single Sunday night, we go over Bitcoin and the weekly candle close together. We talk about it. We look at just the candle. We spend at least a couple, 3 to 5 minutes on the candle alone. We go over the week. We break down. We assess. Remember, there was strong weekly support right here. And we kept talking about this idea. I said, as long as we close a candle, and it looked like we were going to close a candle below it, we came back. It looked like we were definitely going to close a candle below that. I said, wow, it looked pretty bearish, right? A lot of people were setting up for some supreme bearishness. We saw that weird hidden bullish divergence. We saw some key things that made us call that. I called that long. I longed for the last 4 days. We took this whole wick to the upside. If you were with me, you traded this whole wick with me back up on the weekly, expansion. So crazy. It even looked like a weekly, failure pattern. This was weird, But look, we did come to the fair value gap, and we did close the CME. All right. Well, look, here's your fair value gap right there. If you're an ICT trader, that's your gap, man. That's your FVG, sorry. We had a bigger one down here. That's the only thing that has me kind of, But I don't know how strict you guys are to that, and that says we have to fill that. So there's a chance we do. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It'd be great to get $30,000 Bitcoin again, but we usually don't get the prices that people want. They usually don't give people the prices. If you miss out on Bitcoin, you usually really do miss out. Like, it's painful. Just like it's painful to the upside, painful to the downside. Like, they don't really give you the prices back that you wish you should have got. Bitcoin doesn't like to do that. Like, the people that missed 16, they only had so long. Like, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. There was 4, and if you weren't on it, of course I was buying down here. You guys watched me do it because I knew to buy the worst absolute times possible. That's when you buy the most. When the pain is the hardest, that's when you buy the most. When you absolutely can't handle it, when it's absolutely absurd, that's when you buy the absolute most. And I've learned that now. I've been through too many bear markets. I came in here and got smashed down here and started buying here. After living through this bear market and watching price come out of that, I've learned so much, everybody. And, you're going to learn so much too. If you stick with this, I'm going to teach you more than just TA. I'm going to teach you consistency. I'm going to teach you how to fight through the pain. Because you know your education, I'm going to give you so much education that you're not going to be emotional anymore. You're not going to make the weird bozo decisions you used to make. You're going to be on point. You're going to be, you know what? That's overbought. That's oversold. You're going to see key levels of supportive resistance. You're not going to be faked out by, if you watch 5 YouTubers that say, hey, I'm going short here, you won't just immediately take that short just because that's what you saw. You'll say, I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. That's what the lifer said. You say, you know what? I got to believe in myself. I got to ask myself the 5 questions, right? What trade is it? Is it a short-term trade, a swing trade, right? One question, what kind of trade is it? Number 2, what kind of asset is it? Is it low risk, high risk? Does it have a big market cap? Does it have good volume? You know, it's okay to trade low volume, small cap, but you got to know if you're doing it, and you got to assess the situation. Number 3, what is the market cap of the asset compared to how much of the coin is out, right? To just look at the dilution. You know, at least just see how much the coin is diluted compared to, you know, you want to see how much is out to how much the diluted market cap would be. Check that. Make sure you're going over that. That's important. All right. And, right, those are really big, you know. And then number 4, know exactly what your risk is before you go into the trade. What is your risk? You have to identify it. Okay, I'm putting $5,000 in and I'm holding it for the long term. If it goes to 0, I lose $5,000. Okay, fine. But that has to be your risk. You have to be okay with that. And that has to be okay with your portfolio size too, in my humble opinion. Too many people are just way too risky. You know. Again, I was too at the beginning. I didn't have a choice. You know. I went all in crypto. I said either this works out or it doesn't. So I get it. But once you get somewhere, once you get ahead, you know, you should definitely hone it in if you can. All right. And I believe this, if you're going to trade for a living, instead of just, you know, throwing darts at coins, then you definitely have to get the education. So this is where we stand. As long as Bitcoin weekly candle, which did, you know, close beautifully, and the next weekly candle is already bullish. Like, it's kind of like, this is a good sign. So we're seeing some bullish things here for BTC. All right. Let me just double click this because every once in a while I've seen some funny business on that chart. But yeah, we already have a bullish weekly candle, you know, which is pretty awesome. Already starting bullishly on the week. Like, ever since 8 o'clock started, we've gotten a push to the upside. So I like it. I love it. You can't beat it. This is also a bullish pin bar, right? That's a bullish candle. You know, you came into it, you have it's a bullish hammer, bullish pin bar. That's a bullish candle. It's a bullish reversal candle that definitely spells a reversal back to the upside as possible for Bitcoin. So not the worst thing in the world. Things are looking up for BTC. So we got the small time frame, we got the big time frame. We can kind of get an eye of what's happening here for Bitcoin. And I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of rolled over here, and this is where we made some type of consolidative move for BTC. I gave you key levels that we can't lose. You can go back and rewind it and write them down if you didn't. You do not want to see Bitcoin go back below 41,005. Key level. You goes below that, then we're making some, you know, we'll see. As long as that we stay above that area. And for bonus, if we can keep 42,200, that would be absolutely amazing. 42,000 even, but then it's very likely you're going to be touching 45.9 and then kind of off to the races here for this falling wedge back to the upside. I'm looking for this to make a bigger channel that would make a consolidative pattern, and that is a way bigger channel even further to the upside. But we can talk about that tomorrow morning. This is what I'm seeing for BTC. So when I come back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., which is going to be 11 hours from now at 10:51 right now, right? Man, I stream so much. It's crazy, right? Who thinks I should stream some more? Who thinks I don't stream enough? Put a 1 in the comments if you don't think I don't stream enough. Who thinks I need to stream some more? Full moon pump, new moon dump, baby. TradingView gives dilution. You're in the USA. I did it, bud. I just signed up for the year. Wow. Dude. Hold up. Let's pause right now. He says, I did it, bud. I just signed up for the year. I'm a lifer now. Wow. Yo, this guy. I'm going to promise you that for the next year, I'm going to show up every single day of my life. I'm going to put every single thing I have from the morning I wake up at 6 a.m. till I go to bed at 11, 12, sometimes 1 or 2. And I'm going to look and scour the market for every single setup I have. I'm going to make sure there's an elite trader out there hooking you up, looking at things. I'm going to make sure there's someone, you know, inspired and positive in my group at all times there to help you. And I'm going to bring the love, man. So thank you so much for joining the trading group for a year. May God bless you, brother. That's amazing. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate that more than you would ever know. Dude, stop doing that weird any female online thing, man. Why do you always do that? The woman protector, man. It's so strange. You did that last time. It was so strange. What you taught me, drawing lines, breaking the flag after 30K break and taken by 75x leverage. Love you, Sammy and friend, baby. God bless you, brother. Don't forget Master Friend, man, hooking you up with that extra knowledge. Another cast guy, but yeah, baby. Shout out to GF Burke in the house. Oh, there's so many cast people. I sorry, sir. It's just weird, man. Yeah, I think we got to time you out, man. We got to put him on timeout, at least for a while. Like, I'm considering joining the trading group. Once I get a computer, jump on it, man. Don't yeah. I don't want my play. Anyway. He really said any women online. Like, who does that though? Like, it's just so weird. And he thinks it's a joke or something? I don't know. It got to be a bot, right? That can't be real. Dude's creepy. He did it before too, but then one time he was super nice and he said something that was like really supportive, and I was like, oh, he's not weird. So I tried to let it slide, but then he did it again. So weird, man. So strange, right? Anyway, that's Bitcoin. I see Bitcoin likely pulling back here, going sideways. I wouldn't expect anything crazy. My trade's a long-term idea, right? With the 8-hour 200 SMA. We lose the 8-hour 200 SMA, that trade's over. All right. This isn't Yahoo Chat. Yeah, any gains online. Remember that back in the day? America Online. You guys are crazy. And again, I don't go hard. I usually don't post a lot of altcoins Sunday night into Monday morning because there's a lot of volatility. And I'm going to say this like I said it, but my whole group's going to know about the CME, right? We have the meeting coming on Wednesday. I'm going to get you guys prepared. So expect for a bumpy week. It should be a bumpy week. If we don't get a bumpy week, it would be interesting. You know, I made gains today while watching football all day with the money printer, all inverted head and shoulders. Love you, lifer. Thank you for sharing your life with us. God bless you, brother. Jason Riggs, man. Hey, man. Shout out to Master Friend hooking you up, brother. Hey, Sam, what's up, brother? You doing any airdrop research of late? How might the charts be affected by this airdrop season? Is that bullish or bearish? It's bullish, man. More people getting into crypto, man. Yeah. Crypto chicks are hot, and he knows. Yeah, Mint Layer, Polytrade to the moon. Mint Layer's hot. Polytrade's been hot, too. Shout out to Peter Morton. Sam, where is the lemon in the water? I mean, it's 10 at night, man. We don't really... Yeah, I got lemon water here, but we don't really drink lemon water at 10:30 at night. There you go. I did get hydrated. Anyone trading Tesla tomorrow? Wow, they have earnings. I dropped a super chat for trade, looking nice. Thank you. After hours investing. This guy says SEI is about to boom to the upside. I did buy a bunch of coins. I told most people. I told everyone mainly what I'm in. I might share it tomorrow morning, I guess, too. SEI did bang out the cup and handle 6.4 all the way up to 6.9. But this thing does look pretty hot to me. Bigger time frame, I'm just like Bitcoin, I'm looking for this bullish consolidation to bounce up. I don't want to see it continue to drag down lower, which it could. You know, we're really below. We want to see this break above a resistance here. So if we kind of just get rid of everything and we smooth it out again. Your 12-hour time frame's a little overbought and didn't get much too far, right? Showing signs that we may break down, so it's not all love right now. It really isn't. I don't want people to get a little over bullish and they could get wrecked, you know. I would love it if this makes a move like this and we consolidate further to the upside, but chance that we break further down too. We're pretty overbought there on that 12-hour. So I like what SEI is doing, but for me, it's got to flip 69 in order to remain bullish. If it can't flip 69, then I don't see it doing anything, you know. And I'm in this. I'm pretty bullish on it. I want to see it do numbers, but, you know, a little overbought there. 4-hour looks okay to me. 1 hour today also just consolidated sideways. And you have to remember, it's also at the whim of Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes bullish. These coins might just get a little bit of bump. Bitcoin dumps. Some of these coins will take a bit of a hit. It's just what's going to happen. I'm sorry. They're not all 100%. Some micro caps will pump regardless of what Bitcoin does because they're so small. But don't believe that's all coin season, and don't think that your bigger caps will fall. Anything with a $500 million, anything really over $300 million market starts to move with Bitcoin pretty heavily. The bigger it gets. I've just noticed the more correlation it has to BTC. All right. That could get all the way up to possibly what, like 77 cents. Being a perma bull isn't realistic, but perma bear is historically unrealistic. Funny, right? I want Bitcoin bearish short term. Can you check Welsh, please? Take a look at Welsh. So Welsh is just kind of hanging out sideways, doing nothing. But, you know, this is kind of when, if you believe in a coin, it could do something. It is a meme, right? It's one of the first memes on STX, right? It's a BRC20 meme. I could correct me if I'm wrong, but that's... I wouldn't be surprised if this thing does some numbers, but I believe it will take some time. And again, it could also just go right to zero. You never know. These are high-risk meme coins. But I'm in it at the bottom here, seeing where it could go. And, you know, only time could tell. So, it's a SIP 100 token on STX. Thank you for saying that. It's a SIP 100 token on STX, so it could do numbers. But, you know, right now it's on the low. SNEK, one of your recent calls. What happened to SNEK, though, on Tap Tools? I haven't looked at it since I saw it pulling back. Did it ever get the pump that we were looking for there? It's been a while since I looked at SNEK. I wonder if my work will stay on there from the last time. Usually it does read it, right? Yeah, there it is. SNEK just continued to go lower, right? And drop down to the golden pocket, which it should have really technically if you think about it. Try to break out, but these are just a normal consolidation. I don't own any SNEK. I never did. But if you believe in it, it could pump back up now. I mean, it's bouncing off the golden pocket. High risk, high rewards on memes, though. I'd be careful. They kind of have their movement up and down. Like, Pepe may come back long term. I hold Pepe long term and some other memes, but, right? SNEK, one of your recent calls, bullish. I mean, it's all right. Can you check out MYRIA, please? MYRIA is actually a good coin to look at. I still didn't buy any MYRIA. Haven't jumped into MYRIA yet. Missed out at that bottom buy, too, right there at, what, 007? But it has consolidated nicely. I see MYRIA and kind of see this kind of ascending cup and handle. And it is at the 786. It did get a bounce above the level. Now, it could go to the 886, but I say anywhere between 004 and 007 is a steal. Once it gets above 09, that's going to be a key resistance it could use as support and then continue into price discovery. The bigger target I have is the measured move all the way to 021930, which was 200% gains off that 786. All right. Someone asking about Cardano. Let's take a look at Cardano on MEXC, wherever you want to see it. It's everywhere. All right, so Cardano. Wow, they sold it all the way back down to 42 cents from that beautiful high at 67. Wow, it was doing great. Still did a nice bottom. And now it's holding above. Look, resistance, bounce. It would be great if that holds. If Bitcoin gets the bounce, it'll bounce. If Bitcoin dumps, it'll dump. It's really up to Bitcoin when it comes to Cardano. It's one of the, anything in the top 10 will be glued to BTC. Right? They may not trade they might pump. Bitcoin might pump first and then they pump. Bitcoin might begin to dump and then it'll dump like an hour later. But this will follow Bitcoin. Trust me. I've seen it happen so many times that it just is what it is. If Cardano can hold this level, we're going all the way back to 97 cents. I hold a lot of Cardano. I'm a long-term holder since 2 cents. I'm holding a 20x right now or more, right, at 50. So 25x. We'll see what happens. But I plan on selling Cardano at somewhere between $4 and $5. That's my goal in this next rally. 2025, if I'm lucky. All right. Shout out to Bitcoin Slut 1 with the 199. Thank you so much. Not the best name, but we love you. We appreciate you. You're right to any name you want. Shout out to Poly. Excuse me. Wow. Shout out to Polytrade here, getting tight inside the zone. I see it just getting looks like it could even break out of this flag. Like every time it's been in a flag, seems to want to break back up to the upside. It's also respecting the previous resistance as a bounce area. We could see it get all the way back up to 164 for Polytrade. So Polytrade's on my radar. Not amazing, but it looks better than most. And this thing has just been on a tear. Compared to the rest of the market, it's been in its own little bull run. Just doing damage cheese, right? For Polytrade. That target's 182. All right. STX is going to change BTC. It already has. It already has. Life was flabbergasted by that name, LOL. Hang Seng Index Finger Futures bounce off that October 2nd. Make it or break it moment. I mean, the Chinese stocks are about to just absolutely collapse, right? I'm going to take a look at MYRO. I'm not looking at Rocky. I told you MYRO was going to continue to the downside, didn't I? You didn't listen, though, did you? How did I know that? Because everything comes back to its 21-day moving average when it separates, and the daily got too far away from the 21. You lost the 21 on the 22, which meant you were definitely coming for the daily 21-day moving average. You might even come all the way to the 2-day 21. And you just got to pull fibs and wait patiently for your Fibonacci's to hit. I told you guys this when I sold MYRO and walked away, right? They did a fake out bump, make you think it was going to do something crazy. It always happens. The short-term targets always pull you back in, and then they wreck you. They make you buy when you're not supposed to. That's what they're meant to do. If you can stay on the long time frames and just not get too so I see this coming at least to the 200 SMA on the 8-hour that just came out here. I'm looking for MYRO back at 9, possibly even 6 at the 786 Fibonacci level for MYRO. All right. Okay. I'm deep in STX, DeFi at the moment. My CFX banging from your call. My brother Sammy, your calls are insane. God bless you, man. As long, hey, you're the one that has the guts to take them, man. So God bless you, brother, for going all the way. So I wait for MYRO to get lower, baby. To me, it's not there yet. Just not there yet. You got me practicing Peter Griffin voice. Sound pretty good, too. Thanks for another talent. Hey, stop stealing my talents. Yesterday, he said MYRO was going to double up. No, I did not. That's not true. It's crazy. Why would you say that? I'm blocking this dude. Yesterday, he said MYRO was doubling up. And you're a member? Are you talking about someone else or me? I hope you're not talking about me. I really hope you're not talking about me. What's mint layer? Do me a solid and check mint layer. Yeah, you're a member, but Ryan for Shog, man. Are you talking about me? All right, not you, Lever. All right, cool. I didn't think so. It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. I always have to believe that everybody loves me. You know what I mean? That's the best thing to think. Everybody loves you, Sam, and it's okay. All right? Nobody's out to kill you. Yikes, right? Wow, only one pumping huge with the double bottom. I mean, what else could you ask for, right? Beautiful move to the upside. This Marathi AI is just something that I just keep seeing it. I don't know what it is. It's just funny on my radar. I want to take a look here at Le Tocamartres. Let's take a look at MANTA. MANTA getting the pullback too. Let's take a look at it fresh. So we really got nothing on the daily, right? It's not good to look on the daily. 22, 20 hour. Actually, let's go here too. Let's see if we can get some more info on it. ONDO taking a bit of a dump here, down to 25 today too. ONDO will definitely cross window. I think ONDO's big, but it just got so much institutional money behind it. Already has a $352 million market cap, but still. Alt layer was hot too. Definitely something to think about. Saudi Bonk, look up 538. MANTA, 361. I just want to grab the contract address here. It doesn't have one? That's funny because I didn't. Interesting. Network information, chain explorers. That's an ERC20. That was weird, right? I thought it would. I guess that's what they do now. Network information. They've changed it. That's new to me. So And you can tell I'm a little laid back. I'm a little more tired. It's late at night. And I got to be up early, ready to go and give you guys the energy for that show, man. I got a good night's sleep to keep the show the way it goes, right? And I got stuff to research in the morning, make it packed full of energy. Not an easy task, right? Could we stay above 327? That's interesting there. So, okay, yeah, that works for me. It's 332 on this chart. So as long as MANTA stays above 332, there's no reason to dip it. If it starts closing candles below that, then it's time. It's pulling back. But there's a chance this thing could continue to rip. And, you know, there's no reason why I can't continue to pump here on this 4-hour time frame. So I'm still in MANTA. I see no reason to leave yet. I'm gonna go for it. Even on a crazy Monday. It's been doing its own thing regardless really of Bitcoin. There's a chance MANTA continues to pump tonight to the upside. That was the last name of the police chief of the town where my dad kind of grew up in the vineyard. You know, Skippy Manta and the Manta family. It's just funny. But look, that could go to 27% gains. 4.58 is the look for MANTA. I'm still in. I'm going to see what can happen. Let's see. The 1 hour says a little rocky road there. 15-minute also overbought. So we would have this would have to make a flag and not leave the channel. So preferably stay above its 200 SMA too if it can. For this all to kind of play out the way I'm wanting it to. Desiring it. Careful of the FUD. You gave me that render way back. Boom. Love you, brother. Shout out to you, man. Hex and Umbrella. It's funny. I got into Hex. I've been just holding Hex. I just threw $500 just to kind of like see what would happen there. And it was bullish so far. So here's Hex, right? Hex boomed up to the upside. We talked about it down here. I put $500, boomed. And now it's still in a beautiful flag. You take away the moving averages for clarity, and you can just see, I mean, I like what Hex is doing. I took this wick to wick from this impulse, and we had the golden pocket there. It wicked right off of it. So to me, it's already touched the golden poquito. 2-day chart looks interesting. Daily chart says it's about to pump. Flip on my moving averages again. I got the 21 touching with the 50. Again, you're looking for the up and down movement here. If Bitcoin takes a huge dump, it takes Hex down. Everything's going to go down. I'm just telling you that. Bitcoin holds the level, goes sideways. We're going to be in the money for these altcoins. Hex looks like it's about to pump. In my opinion, after this wick to the 786 and resistance becomes support, it's holding it. Right there too. Bounce, bounce, fell again. Bounce, resistance, bounce. It's a strong bounce. If it falls, it's going to drop right to 0054. I see Hex making a move, 137% gains. Let's move it from the bottom there, but from where it's at now, possibly 93% gains for Hex to 1 penny and 7/10 of a cent. All right. Yotoshi to the moon. Caspa only meme coin. Yotoshi is horrible. How dare you say that? Don't ever say that again, Peter. I put $1,000 in that coin, and it took all my money. How dare you mention that nasty coin? Seriously, don't mention that coin again. I'll lose all respect for you, brother. And I liked you at the beginning of the show. All right. No, I put $1,000. It's $44, man. Come on. Don't bring up this thing rug pulled us all. Get out of here. All right. Get out of here. This dude, why would you ask me? None of your business what I have, man. Get out of here. You bought Yodo at the wrong time. You know what? It was never the right time, man. Hey, maybe it will come back one day. You never know. You never know. All right. Anyway, I was messing around anyway. It was, I still made my money back on a Analoso, whatever. But, and again, I put in what I was willing to lose. But come on, man. You can do better than that. You can do better than that. Called Caspa meme. Also got timed out. Yeah. I'm sorry, bro. Just wait for it to pump. The founder locked the liquidity. Hey, you never know, right? You never know. HNT made a comeback, so maybe anything is possible. Hey, if ICP can get back to 400, right? Hey, it might just do it. I'm not even joking here. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. The 757 people, 487 likes, $45 in chat revenue. And we have Master Friend here. So you got to respect the man, right? Shout out to all the lovers of life, all the beautiful people here on the live. Thank you for being here. Falling wedge could break up on umbrella. Bounce off that 786. Tight with the 200 SMA. If it doesn't lose the 200 SMA, you're good to go. Also, that's a previous support of resistance. I mean, you got a lot of coincidence here that tells me you are likely going to get a bit of a bounce for umbrella. Measured move would take you to 046792. I don't own any. I don't know the team. I'm not bringing this up. Someone just super chatted it. I'm taking a look at it. I don't do that, just so you know. Take your dang shoes off, people, and hit the like button. Amen. ICB is going to pump because of all those insiders like with SEI, the VCs. Sam, you're the most honest influencer I know, and I've known you for 3 years with love. Shout out to Crypto Mechanical. I appreciate you saying that. Spread the word, man. Let everybody know. Can you look at Corium, please? Thank you. Why do you're obsessed with that coin? Ask about it like every time we're here. It's actually getting on my nerves. Nah, it's all right. I'll look at it. Umbrella looks interesting. It's on. So, I mean, honestly, Umbrella's worth looking at to the group. Thank you. It's on support in the golden pocket. I mean, hey, there's a chance it does get a bit of a bounce here to the upside. Sam needs to eat a Snickers. No. Don't be doing that. You'll be removed if you start that. I'm tired stuff. I'll fake a look at Corium. I see Corium in a falling wedge getting closer down to that 786. We talked about it earlier today, I believe. Cup and handle. I see the moving averages. They could get a little tighter. I want to see that 786. Previous support is resistance. We are getting a bounce here. You can see it, and it could take off from this level. That may be your low, but I could hold out for that 786. Would be beautiful. If not, and it breaks above this key zone at 23, could be a beautiful swing trade from 23 cents up to 42. I do see 42 as the target. I do believe it will be there with between 2 to 5 weeks or something like that. But it may come down here to make the move, or it may come here to make the move. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I can see how I would play it no matter what. All right. ADA should just become a stable coin. Nah, it's been all right, man. It's not that bad. All right, everyone, I'm out for the night. You can kind of see my ideas, my plans. I opened up a long-term trade in front of you. Gave you some key ideas, thoughts to go over. We looked at the weekly candle close. Told you how I sold ONDO. And we'll go from there. Everyone, I love you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Stand strong tonight. Be safe. Don't overtrade. Sunday night into Monday is heavy volatility. Always be careful. Shout out to all the beautiful sponsors of the channel. I Trust Capital. We greatly appreciate you. Shout out to BingX. Thank you so much. If you want to jump on in and trade where I traded, where I opened up that trade, it is at MEXC. The link right here to register to MEXC is right there. Nice and easy. We make it sweet and simple. Boom. Click on that. I Trust Capital if you want to jump on in and use their IRA. Also, they're open all weekend long, so when Bitcoin dumps, you can take access. You can't do that with the ETFs. Also, they custody your funds. Also, you can get Bitcoin in kind out of the fund. You can't do that with your ETF. So, a lot of advantages for I Trust Capital over the ETF. I'm telling you right now, if you're like, why would I buy iTrust over the ETF? Well, there's 3 hot reasons right there. Access to liquidity when you can, access to low prices when you can't get it, able to get it in kind, and also having, a very secure, your funds is just super secure. Wait until Cardano is fully scaled and other ERCs use it. Much love and appreciation for all you do. Thank you, Eric Eubank. Shout out to all the people that came into the channel. Everyone that's green right now, everyone that's blue, Sean, my whole team, Jamie, Zeno, everyone that works tirelessly, the editors. We put out so much awesome content this week. I really appreciate everybody that jumps on in, and we're going to do it again Monday and start off again all the way until the weekly candle close. We're going to do this every single week, and I'm going to be here for you and for myself, for us all together, really. And I appreciate everyone that supports me and became a crypto lifer. God bless you all. I'll be back tomorrow morning Thank you so much for each and every one of you. Thank you for sharing your time. I'm serious. If you didn't share your time, I would not have a show. Blessings on blessings. Gratitude as I go to sleep tonight. Amen. Thank you so much for everything. May God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you in the morning. Dude, I love nonfiction.